Iowa State hosts Cincinnati. Iowa State is currently an 8.5-point favorite with a total of 53.5 on this one. Very interesting. Very, very interesting spot here. 8.5 feels like a lot. I've got Iowa State by 9.68, but based on the last 4 weeks, I've got it under a touchdown. I've got Iowa State by about 6.5 points. Iowa State had 45 hung on them by Kansas last week. Cincinnati cannot do what Kansas does. Point blank. Their offense is not nearly as good. They can throw the ball. Iowa State is pretty good against the pass. The issue with the game plan last week for Kansas is they're basically, we talked a lot about Alabama's dink and bomb offense, where few short passes here and there, and then they just chunk it down the field. With Kansas, it is a run and bomb. They run this way with Devin Neal, they run that way with Jalen Daniels, and then they throw it, 40 yards down the field. His average ADOT last week against Iowa State was like over 19 yards per pass. That is just absolutely absurd. Cincinnati's not going to do that. Like, Brendan Sorsby has not been playing great as of yet. He's not been playing great as of late. So that's a bit of a concern here. But I still think that Cincinnati is better than what they've looked recently. They gave away that game last week. That was just an utter abomination. So I think that I think things regress a little bit. Iowa State is still a pretty good team, even though they've lost 2 in a row. Cincinnati, they got beat last week, but I still think they're a little bit better. I'm going to tend to trust the most recent number that has Iowa State by a little over 6, and there is a 10 out here with Cincinnati at ESPN Bet. So I will take Cincinnati plus the 10 to keep this thing relatively close. I think their offense is still pretty good. I think the defense is still pretty good. This one's going to be a tight one. Thanks for listening to Winning Cures Everything. Make sure and follow me on Twitter at GaryWCE. If you want to toss in a question, you can email me, Gary@winningcureseverything.com. Make sure and hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you next time.